taking my hair out like this. It reminds me like when I was 16 in the Bronx, running up and down the block. A crazy little girl.
No! Whoa, I'm sorry everybody, That hurt me too. I'd always dream that fine. Sorry.
Hi. I used to live here. Huh? I used to live here. Huh?
What's your name?
My name is Jennifer.
Jennifer?
Yeah, I used to live and my room was upstairs right there. Jennifer Lopez.
Who's Jennifer Lopez?
Me.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you guys are new. Hi, it's Keisha. Nice to meet you, or get in here because we've got quite a bit to get on into. So I really want to go ahead and talk about the downfall of Jennifer Lopez. I really just want to make it be clear, straight up to the point, like, she is not the woman that she thinks she is. You know, my thing is, if you're going to be a diva, a meanie, someone who's high maintenance, okay, cool, fair enough. Like, that already is kind of like, girl, just be like the rest of us, just be regular, right? Like, just keep it cute. Stop trying to put yourself in a pedestal. Stop trying to think that you're different from the other women. Because my thing is, girl, you ain't got no talent. Like, the talent needs to speak for itself, but it can't even do that. I feel like the reason why people are waking up to Jennifer Lopez now more than ever, because I think people have felt this way for the longest of times now, but we're seeing videos resurface, we're hearing horror stories of fan interactions, her being weird, like her being very weird to service workers. I think the reason why people are waking up to this now more than ever is these clips resurfacing online. And the thing is, girl, you can't hide it. Like, you just can't hide it. You can't hide it. The talent doesn't speak for itself enough. Now, is there iconic moments Michelle Lopez has had? Absolutely. What language is that, babes? Absolutely. I mean, the Versace dress, okay, cute, love that. I would love to wear that on my body. I would. I love it. Monster-in-Law, not going to take that away from her. I think it's a very underrated rom-com. Made in Manhattan, okay, cool, cute. Maybe she should be an actress more than a singer, because at least she would give it a look a bit more there, you know? Now, it was nothing groundbreaking, nothing where my jaw is dropped, but I did appreciate those movies, for sure. My love don't cost a thing. You know what else doesn't cost a thing? Giving people credit where it's due. I'm going to go off and just say exactly what needs to be said, because I feel like this is actually crazy how she's gotten away with it for the longest time now. And more importantly, I feel like she was kind of shoved down my throat. And I'm just kind of, because I always wondered, like, okay, but how did she get her start? I'm such a nosy ass bitch. Like, I always want to know, how did this person get their start? Because it's also inspiring for me as somebody who, you know, would love to be an entertainer. And one thing I will give her tens for is the fact that she's been in the industry 25 plus years. That is something you can't take away from the babe. But I always question, like, how did she get her start? Why is she famous? And why is she always doing, like, the Las Vegas residency? I mean, people clearly do appreciate her, but no one that I know personally. I actually written down a few notes because, girl, I mean business. I'm standing on business today, okay? My thing is, girl, if it wasn't for Miss Selena and you playing the biopic, girl, I don't think you would have even had your start in the way that it's happened for you. There's a lot of crazy things and sus things that she said and done where I'm like, girl, how did you get away with that? Now, she's a very pretty woman. I can't take that away from her. Sometimes I feel kind of rude because I'm just like, oh, she's actually really good she looks really good for her age. But then that feels like a backhanded compliment, doesn't it? And I feel like that's a comment she would make to someone else. So that wasn't really nice of me, was it? But she's a very pretty woman, she is. I always wonder, like, who are her fans? Like, what demographic is it? I was doing some research online for this video. I was on Reddit because I have a love and hate relationship with Reddit. You guys come through, like, you guys make sense. And other times you scare me. Like, there's no in between. A lot of people are saying, I think that her audience are like Latino women, Hispanic people. I was like, okay, yeah, I can kind of see that. I was asking my parents, like, do you guys like Jennifer Lopez? And they said, well, she was, like, very, very popular in the early 2000s. You know, we like a few of her songs, but we've never, like, been huge fans of her. And I think that's kind of, like, the normal general consensus I get from people when I ask. And I ask different ages as well. So it's not, like, just people in their 20s. Like, you know, when she was reigning the most, or when she was at the peak of her career, it probably was when I was a little young one, innit? And I didn't even know I didn't know my left, rights, my black, my blues, my primary colours. Do you know what I mean, babes? First thing I kind of want to talk about is the fact that she has been accused of stealing people's vocals, not writing her own material, not giving credit to black women like Christina Milian, Ashanti, who are the people who are actually the vocalists of these songs.
The track was even already recorded and mixed with Ashanti's vocals, which is why you still hear Ashanti's background vocals in J-Lo's version.
I mean, I referenced the record for her, which is, you know, done a lot in the music industry, and they left my background vocals on there, so.
And as if that wasn't enough, J-Lo also tried to steal Ashanti's hit, What's Love, and Fat Joe is the one who spilled that tea.
Irv and Ja had called me, and they woke me up like 3 in the morning, and they said, yo, come down. We made a song for you. It's right after Pun Pass. So when I go to the studio, it's like 4 in the morning. They play What's Love, and you on it. And they was telling me, yo, this is for you and J-Lo. We want the Latinos on this and that.
Long story short, Fat Joe said that they had to stick with Ashanti, and they did.
Okay, so when you hear Jenny from the Block, the song, is actually written by Natasha Ramos. There is a clip on YouTube of Natasha's actual vocals, and people are saying that Jennifer Lopez was lip-syncing it in the actual music video. For me, I feel like it was a little bit of Jennifer Lopez vocals and it was layered, but Jennifer Lopez's voice is really thin, like not even trying to be like shady or anything, but it's just very thin. So that it had to have been layered, you know. But what makes me laugh the most is the fact that they kept in Natasha's laugh in this part, which I found was so foul. Like, how did they do this and get away with it?
But did you know that J-Lo also tried to steal from A-Marie? And J-Lo wanted to steal the one song that was her most successful, One Thing. A song that 2 decades later, hunty, still trends. At the time when A-Marie was pushing her label to release One Thing, because they were already frustrating her, okay? There were rumors that Columbia was trying to kill off the single because J-Lo was about to record her own album, Rebirth. In fact, Columbia wanted J-Lo to record One Thing instead of A-Marie, and that pushed A-Marie to leak the song to radio stations. And if you want to know how much J-Lo wanted A-Marie's unique DC-influenced go-go sound, just listen to Get Right, which sounds very similar to One Thing.
Also, please trust the process with this makeup, innit? Like, it's gonna look horrible before it looks good, but one thing that you cannot take away from me, babes, is the fact that it always looks good in the end. So I'm gonna go ahead and color correct because I have a little bit of hyperpigmentation, dark marks, all of that fun stuff, which is not actually fun. It's actually heartbreaking. Speaking of heartbreaking, Jennifer Lopez vocals, Jesus Christ.
Always dream. No. Whoa, I'm sorry everybody. That hurt me too. I'd always dream that fine. Sorry. That sounded so fucking crazy. I'd always dream that fine. Okay, play it again. Corey, give me the note, Corey.
Memorias que recuerdo y el silencio no confundan nuestras cosas. Apresúrate que el tiempo vuela, que amenaza con la...
Baby, now if I give you me, this is how it's got to be. Baby, somehow how you true love one thing.
Like, if you take away the backing track and you actually listen to the isolated vocals, yikes. She is up there with some of the worst vocalists. Stunning face card, and that body is 10-10, which we're gonna go ahead and talk about real soon. But that vocals, I mean, what vocals?
I'd always dream. No.
I went to a music college, okay, studying music. Am I the best? Absolutely not, but I'm willing to learn. My thing is, Jennifer Lopez, babes, in your time of being in the industry for 25 plus years, you have not thought, let me go and take recording, let me go and take some vocal lessons because bitch, I need it. You need to be able to hold yourself accountable when it just ain't sticking. What's not clicking, bitch? I have a good song, but you can't perform it live. I don't think as the general public or fans of yours, not me included, but I'm just saying in general, I've never understood it when people don't want to work on their live vocals. I'm not saying you have to be like a flipping powerhouse like Whitney Houston, because baby, there is no other Whitney Houston. They're in their own lane and you can still be considered pretty decent. But I don't know a single person who thinks that Jennifer Lopez is a pretty decent vocalist. And that's the part that scares me, somebody who's not willing to work on themselves. And she just strikes me as like a narcissist. She strikes me as somebody who generally believes that she's better than everyone else, specifically women. I think that the mask has fallen off now. It doesn't seem like a likable person, you know? And you're not going to like everybody on this planet. Some people I'm just not going to have a good interaction with. But I do think that when you are a celebrity, you just got to come with, unfortunately, you got to come with a different type of energy. It's unfortunate, again, because you're not allowed to have your bad days in front of the media. You know, you're not allowed to be like, I don't really want to take a picture. But the thing is, Jennifer Lopez just strikes me as somebody who loves the attention of people coming up to her and recognizing her, but she likes a diva-esque part of like being like, no pictures, no photo. Question of the day actually is, if you saw Jennifer Lopez across the street from you and you know she was being packed and everything, would you stop and stare? Would you go and get a photo, or would you just keep it pushing like, oh, that was Jennifer Lopez? Again, she does have her fans. She's able to sell out the Las Vegas residency time and time again. She's got people going to her shows. And that's, I think, what gets to her. She realizes that, yeah, I still have an audience. People still like me. I'm still somewhat relevant. I still have streams of incomes coming in. I have different businesses. I'm not going away anytime soon. And someone who's been in the industry for 25 plus years isn't really going to go away anytime soon. They're going to, you know, ride it out. And they might not be as popular as when they first came to the industry. But Jennifer Lopez, I mean, Again, you gotta give it to her. Babes, I have literally a bunch of makeup in here, and I have another one because I have a problem with shopping for makeup products, and when I buy them, they don't even come in my complexion because I don't like going into the store. I feel like it's so overwhelming, and I feel like I get judged by the people there because I feel like my makeup doesn't look as good as theirs. But babes, leave me alone, innit? I'm a work in progress. Anyways, if these shades seem like they're not gonna match, they're gonna come together in the end. So mind your business and let's focus on J-Lo. Why? Just why? There are plenty of musicians who don't write their own material, right? But it's the passion for me though. When J-Lo's performing, you would actually think, oh my god, it's, you know, oh my god, like her vocals are just like melting, or like this is so soulful, and just like, oh my god, I feel, do you know what I mean? But like she would literally sell it to you like, oh my god, this is literally man-made. I'm joking, like this is literally from her own goddamn mouth. But it's like, girly, that's somebody else's vocals. You just stole from a black woman's. Oh my goodness. I'd hate to be you. Imagine stealing from a black woman. I mean, that happens every other day. That happens every day in the industry. Also, my nails has flipping foundation in it now. God, that's what I hate about having long ass nails. But look at them though, aren't they really cute? Oh my god, they look like bridal nails. My sister said it looks like I'm getting married. I mean, where my men at? Like, where he at though? Stop stealing. I'm like, just stop stealing. Being a thief in general is like, ugh. But stealing from people, but not giving credit and making it seem as if, you know, you've just done this all on your own. No, you didn't. Give credit where credit's due. It costs you nothing and takes what? Goddamn 2 seconds. She just leaves a nasty taste in my mouth. And sometimes I'm like, Keisha, maybe you're the problem. Like, maybe you shouldn't say these things. But I'm just happy that people are coming forward because there's certain celebrities that I just couldn't pinpoint why I wasn't necessarily a fan. But like, I'm happy that it's not just me. I'm not gonna lie to you. As selfish as that sounds, I'm happy, girl. It ain't just me. Okay? This foundation is absolutely 10/10 and it's not expensive. Come back, Morphe, please. Unless they're problematic and it's something I don't know about. I'm gonna go ahead and contour. I do my makeup in a very weird way. It depends on what day you catch me on, innit? Also, I don't really know what I'm doing. Like, I know there's so many TikTok tutorials like, do this if you have this face shape. I don't know what face shape I have. I think I have a diamond head shape, but then again, I'm like, I don't flip it know. I don't know. I just kind of like wing it. She's a thief, basically, a well-known thief. And she is somebody, you know what it is about Jennifer Lopez that I always found very interesting is the fact that, especially in the early 2000s, that you can even see these videos and, in the words of Cardi B, footages of Miss Jennifer Lopez, right? And I feel like she's her person, you know those, okay, if you know, then you know, comment down below because I know it's not just me bugging here, yeah? So like, you know, there's people who, they don't really like black women, and this seems like a reach maybe for some of you guys, but I feel very confident in this theory, okay? All jokes aside though, Jennifer Lopez gives me a type of energy of like, I don't really like dark-skinned black women, but I do love the dark-skinned men. And I'll do anything to get their attention. But like, I'm just not a fan of dark-skinned women or black women in general for that matter. Like, I just like the black men because they're like tasty and like we look good together. Doesn't that give J-Lo vibes? Now, girl, it shouldn't end up with a dark-skinned man in the end, but she did date Diddy. Now, there's a lot coming out about Mr. Diddy, and people are kind of questioning, okay, so why did they really break up? Allegedly, it's because Diddy wanted her to hold a gun in her purse. She did it, and then she felt uncomfortable in the end. I ain't carrying no gun for no goddamn person. Oh, hell no. Like, all I need in this very end is me and my boyfriend. Like, I'm all here for Bonnie and Clyde, but bitch, Clyde, you can go sit somewhere else, you know what I mean? Like, girl, carrying a gun for someone who ain't even my man, like, we're not even married as well. We haven't done the whole till death do us apart. Here comes the bride. Are you dumb? Yeah, you gotta be dumb. Her name is popping out. Her name is popping out. People are saying, okay, like, does J-Lo know some tea? Like, was J-Lo a part of this, that, and the other? There is a lot of accusations happening right now. I'm not going to entertain it because, again, they are simply just accusations. But, yeah, I just feel like she just strikes me as somebody who likes her chocolate men. And there's nothing wrong with that because these chocolate men is fine when they like dark-skinned women. That's the ones that we claim. Okay, cool. People always say that she got her body done, like she looks different compared to when she first came into the industry. I think that she got work done on her face, but I don't think she got work done on her body. Do I think that she's gone, like, she does a little bit of sculpting, a little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe a little 8? Maybe. But I feel like her body looks natural to me. I think that for the most part, Jennifer Lopez is always worked out. There's always, you know, photos of her leaving the gym. There's always photos of her sweating, and, you know, showing us a good little workout. If she doesn't have a workout class thing, then girl, you should do that. I think people will probably be interested because the number one compliment I hear about this woman is, oh my God, she looks amazing for her age. How is she so fit? How does she have abs? How is she so toned? I think that she lives a pretty healthy lifestyle and she can afford to do so. I think there's a lot of people, specifically older women, who I've seen like in TikTok comment sections or even in her Instagram posts who are like, oh my God, how is it that she's in her 50s, mid-50s if I'm not mistaken, or late 50s, and she looks really, really, really good. Now, as for the face, I don't think that she's as flawless I think that she gets work done, and I think that she probably needs to stay away from Facetune. It's 2024. Is it by force you use Facetune now? Like, leave that alone. Leave it in 2019. It's big 2024. We know your skin don't look like that, and babes, we've accepted it. You gotta accept it. That's real skin. The thing that people need to realize is you are going to age by force. You can't undo that. There could be a million and one different procedures for like anti-aging, but baby, at some point it's gonna show. For instance, Kris Jenner, she, I think, looks pretty good for her age. She is a mature woman, but you wouldn't know that because she's gotten certain things done, right? But the neck is always a giveaway. It is always a giveaway. And I think that people just need to understand that, accept it, and just know that you've had your time in Hollywood. And bitch, girl, you can still be flawless at 60. You can still be flawless at 50. Like, it's just not that deep. But I get it, though, the pressure is on for women because you don't sell as much. You're not really seen as, unfortunately, attractive or beautiful when you hit a certain age, and I don't like that. So yeah, I don't think that she got her body done, but I could be mistaken. I don't know. Maybe after having kids, she did a little 1, 2, 3 tour, tuck, puck, strike, paddle. I don't flipping know, innit? At the end of the day, we're never going to know these things, but it's all speculation. And I think we all speculate. I think that, you know, there's going to be people in the comment section like, oh my God, but why do you care, bitch? Leave me the flip alone. I care because I have too much time in my hands. No places to go, no one to see. So that's why I care. And the thing about it is, bitch, I'm honest about it. Why are you here clicking my video knowing full and well what that title is giving? Girl, bye. I think it's okay to get work done. But I think hiding and being delulu about it and then coming out with a skincare line and saying, guys, what's helped me look this way for a very long time is sunscreen and olive oil.
JLo is dropping a new skincare line and her skin looks amazing, so she's doing something right. But she credits her youthful appearance to olive oil and sunscreen, leaving dermatologists worldwide skeptical and confused. When consumed, olive oil has antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties that may have a benefit on the heart. But when applied to the skin, it may disrupt the skin barrier, lead to water loss, and clog pores leading to acne. Also, olive oil is actually the food that yeast on your skin needs to grow, meaning that it can make dandruff, fungal acne, and tinea versicolor worse.
A year ago, she did like the Vogue Secrets beauty thing, you know, how to get glowy skin, how to get the perfect contour. It was pretty much just her selling her product. She has a beauty line catering more so to glowy skin. And my thing is, why is there a filter on the video? There is dead ass like literally a filter. She looks like she just entered the pearly gates of heaven. She looks like completely airbrushed when we know that's not how JLo actually looks, and that's okay. We're not saying that she has wrinkles and fine lines everywhere, but she has a wrinkle or two, you know, let's be for real here. So she's pretty much promoting her cosmetic line and everything. Let me know if you guys have bought it, whether it's good. But yeah, there is a filter and it's so obvious. I find it very contradictory. Like, if you're promoting products for skincare specifically, or beauty products, and you have a whole airbrush filter in front of you. I don't think every celebrity does that, because I've watched some Vogue Secrets where it's like, you know what, I can actually see your texture, I can see your skin. For instance, like Ariana Grande's one, which she was praised for. This one is just completely perfected, and I don't feel like that's helping, you know. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. I really don't know, because then you've got doctors online saying olive oil actually isn't good for you. So I don't know, man. I don't know, because I feel like, okay, maybe it did work for her, and maybe like it's a natural olive oil. But the thing with Miss Jennifer Lopez, yeah, I just don't think she gives girls girl, and it's okay. Is it just me? I feel like she don't give girls girl in any way. I feel like she would like to sabotage other women just to uplift herself, and I feel like she likes to be seen as like the most attractive in the room. And it's like, girl, you're beautiful. But it's okay if somebody else has their moment too. And you have to be okay with that. She doesn't like sharing stage. We know that with Shakira. She just doesn't like it when the attention is not on her. Girl, my thing is, the attention will fully be on you when you're just that bitch, period. When you can sing, when you can dance, when you're the full package like a Beyonce. Yeah, she came out with a skincare line, and she, you know, is saying that the reason why she looks the way that she looks and she's aging very well and everything is because of olive oil. Now, to me, fair enough. Maybe it worked for her. Maybe some like, you know, olive oil she got when she was on vacation in Jamaica or like, you know, Colombia or whatever, right? Okay, and fair enough, maybe it did work for her. I don't know. But there's plenty of people saying don't use olive oil. It is not good for your skin. It clogs. There is more damages than benefits. But does that not sound like sabotage to you? Or am I just like tweaking and reading into it too much? Maybe I am. Fair enough, maybe I'm tweaking and reading into it too much. Or you go to estheticians and you have your skin specialist who you probably see once or twice a month. But if you have red carpet coming up, anytime you can book in a quick session. Yes, I'm gonna go with more concealer because concealer is life. There was like God, this is actually makes me really pissed off. I don't know why. Let me go ahead and set my face real quickly. I'm gonna use the Huda Beauty in the shade Kunafa, I think. This is a bad boy product. Like, I'm all here. I don't know. Is this classified drugstore? I don't think it is, because this is not cheap. Girl, this is definitely not drugstore. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face before I continue with the dragging session. But my thing is, yeah, how has no one G-checked her? That's what I hate. I feel like celebrities don't have real people around them. Celebrities don't have real friends, because how is no one gonna G-check you? Like, girl, you're doing too much. Like, this could be perceived as that. Like, just try and tread a little bit carefully. J-Lo is so wild. It's so wild. Pretty privilege and everything. And I get it. Like, she's been in the industry for a long time, so she's well respected by people in the industry. Her doing, like, the Super Bowl, I was shook. I can't imagine her, like, doing the whole stage. Maybe a couple years ago, then yeah, fair enough. That's different. But, like, I don't know. I just didn't think it made a lot of sense. I don't think that she had the hype or has, like, the global stardom that Shakira has. But okay. Or I just didn't feel like her time should have been now, if that makes sense, you know? I think that she has some great hits like Get on the Floor, na 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 na, do 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 do. I can't lie, that song slaps. And I really wish I was old enough to like hear that in the clubs, because that was a hit when I was like, what, 9.5 years old? I'm gonna go ahead and contour and bronze. I'm using this Morphe palette in the shade Mind Your Business, Bitch. I'm gonna go ahead and bronze and contour and pray that I look good by the end of this video. There's a video of her like kind of like crap talking Winona Ryder and, you know, just giving her opinion on women in the industry. I'm gonna attempt to contour my nose, not because I want to thin a nose, but because I actually just feel like when you contour your nose, it brings a lot more depth. I swear I know what I'm talking about. But I also hear a lot of TikTok girlies say that, so I'm like, oh my god, I want to sound like them. I want to be like a TikTok girlie. Oh my goodness. It seems like I'm on crack, but I'm not. Sugar, innit? A 1998 Jennifer, I wasn't even born when this came out, damn. A 1998 Jennifer Lopez interview is going viral for her comments about other actresses, for her very unfiltered thoughts on the fellow actresses. The interview published by Movie Line has now resurfaced after Twitter user Jason Chen posted screenshots from it last week. In it, JLo discussed being at what she called the bottom of the A-list of actresses and gave thoughts on some of the other actresses who were also at the height of fame at the time, like Gwyneth Paltrow, Winona Ryder, and Salma Hayek, to name a few. She said, we're in two different realms. She's a sexy bombshell, and those are the kind of roles she does, she said about Hayek. I do all kinds of different things. It makes me laugh when she says she got offered Selena, which was an outright lie. If that's what she does to get herself publicity, then that's her thing. Columbia offered me the choice of Fools Rush In or Anaconda, but I chose the fun B movie because the Fools script wasn't strong enough. On Paltrow, she said, tell me what she's been in. I swear to God, I don't remember anything she was in. Some people get hot by association. I heard more about her and Brad Pitt than I ever heard about her work. A year later, in 1999, Paltrow took home the Best Actress Oscar for her work in Shakespeare in Love. At the time, Lopez also said she was never a big fan of Winona Ryder, but said, she's cute and talented though, and I like her just for looking like my older sister Leslie. She also called Cameron Diaz a lucky model who's been given a lot of opportunities. I just wish she would have done more. She's beautiful and has a great presence though, and in My Best Friend's Wedding, I thought, when directed, she can be good. On Madonna, it doesn't stop, guys. On Madonna, she has this to say. Do I think she's a great performer? Yeah. Do I think she's a great actress? No. Acting is what I do, so I'm harder on people when they say, oh, I can do that, I can act. I'm like, hey, don't spit on my craft. All right, enough. I can't read anymore. This is nonsense. Sorry? That is just the embodiment of Jennifer Lopez. She's talking about a whole bunch of different women who have worked hard, who have grafted, and yes, maybe some people had a little bit more privilege than the others, but okay, they're in the same industry as you. Did you not think they were going to read this article and maybe it might leave a nasty taste in their mouth? Talking about the fact that, like, you know, Madonna wanted to do acting. Okay, cool, girl, she's taking advantage of an opportunity. The opportunity presented itself and she said yes. Okay, cool. Maybe she's not the best of the best actresses, but girl, neither are you. I don't see it. Has Jennifer Lopez won an Oscar? I mean, I should go and Google it, but girl, I'm just frustrated now. Like, have you won an Oscar? Have you been appointed the queen of acting? No, there's space for everyone. And it seems very much like, you know what, I'm doing well right now, and these ladies, I just don't understand the hype, but they're pretty though. All right, so now I can say the same thing about you then, and you wouldn't take it to offense. This is the Hoola Toasted. I've had this for years, probably expired, but it's a powder in it, so allow it. I'm gonna go ahead and just tap it a little bit and then just like all over my, ow! I poked my eye. Are you dumb? But you can't fake an emotion like that. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you can grow up and feel differently, you know? It wouldn't be nice if I held people to things they've done in the past. And that's something that I'm learning. Like, people do change, but some people don't. Some people don't. I think that she's repeated this tendency several times with how she, handled the whole Super Bowl thing. Like, girl, it's not about you.
Talk about it. Let's talk about J-Lo's latest commentary about what it was like to do the halftime show with Shakira.
Although they both shined in their own right, J-Lo said, well, it might not have been a good idea to have two Latin pop star divas headline the halftime show. So these are J-Lo's exact words. This is the worst idea in the world to have two people perform at the Super Bowl. It was the worst idea in the world. And she's not talking about sharing the stage with Shakira. No, but for having chosen two big Latin artists for the Super Bowl halftime show.
I think J-Lo was pretty much trying to say that it wasn't a good idea to have two, Latin women doing a show together. They don't have that much time. And I'm sure J-Lo also knew that Shakira has more of the hits, so more of the time would probably be given to Shakira. I think deep down she knew that, but I kind of do agree with her on that. I don't think it was necessary for them to put two of them together. I really do feel like Shakira deserved her own show. She's got hits, she's got an audience of people who are always excited for her. J-Lo has a few hits, but I mean, girl, I'm not giving her like a 10-minute performance or even 20. I don't know if I even want that. Now, there's a footage of her. Basically, people say that she's dissing Shakira here by saying, like, I don't want to just be, shaking my ass and just, I don't know, take it how you will. Maybe she was dissing, maybe she was basically talking about her performances and how her own performances usually go with a whole bunch of, shaking ass, winding your waist or whatever. I don't know, like, take from it what you will, but let me roll the clip for you guys.
Oh, we can't have this, we can't have that. We're trying to squeeze this down to the bare minimum. It's hard because it's such a big stage, Rick. It's such a big stage, and it's such an important show, and all of us have dreamed of doing it, and it's been a nightmare since we started. But the finale can't be just 1 minute. It's a song. It has a build. I'm trying to give you something with substance. Not just us out there shaking our fucking asses and fucking belly dancing. I want something real. I want something that's gonna make a statement, that's gonna say we belong here and that we have something to offer. And that's what I want to do. And that's what I'm trying to do. I can't do it if you guys keep just pressing us for fucking seconds and minutes and we're fighting. I don't want to fight.
I'm sure more people came to watch Shakira perform than you. I don't know how often Shakira goes on tour. She is more of the star. And I feel like when they were promoting the Super Bowl, there was like a Spanish TV, I think, and her body language was just so off. Share the stage with her, do what you gotta do for the Latin community. Do you know something wild that Jennifer Lopez did that I feel like people just don't talk about? Do you want to know about it? So you know how Ben Affleck has like a drinking problem? I know the internet tries to clown him for that. I think that's really strange because it's like the guy is literally an alcoholic. But go off. Guess what Jennifer Lopez has? She has an alcoholic beverage. I don't know what it's called and I don't really want to research, but you guys can do that because you probably got more free time than me. Do you know what I mean, babes? If that doesn't scream weird, husband, not your boyfriend, not your fiance, but somebody who you're choosing to do life with, to death do us apart, bitch. Someone who you've known before, you guys broke up, you did your own thing, you lived life a little bit, and then you rekindled, okay? You should know him quite well, and you know that he ain't good with the drinks. And that's not me trying to be funny or anything, but it's just a fact, okay? And then comes you having an alcohol line. I feel like that's very insensitive. And I feel like if my partner was an alcoholic and I came out with an alcohol line, if the opportunity presented itself, I'd be like, oh, okay. But my thing is, does the bitch even drink? Throughout the last few years, Lopez has been vocal about avoiding alcohol for the sake of her health. In a since-deleted video for InStyle, shared via Women's Health, Lopez expressed her belief that alcohol ruins your skin. Of course, during celebratory toasts, everyone's like, you can't toast with water. I can just imagine it's so hard to be sober at a lot of these events and Hollywood parties and stuff. But anyways, it says here, Jennifer Lopez defends alcohol brand amid criticism, I drink to be social. You know what it sounds like to me? I feel like she just came out with this brand of alcohol as a new business just to like fund money as well, because a lot of celebrities are going broke. And that's not me saying J-Lo is going broke. She has a net worth which is a lot more than I have, okay? But I do think a lot of celebrities are just creating businesses that I don't think are even necessarily connected to them. It's like 818 Tequila and Kendall Jenner. Like, I just never understood the connection with that. But I think it was just another business savvy move, and I don't know whether it's paying off. I don't know if anyone's really spoken about the cocktails ever, but you guys let me know. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face because it feels a little bit dry. I have dry skin, so like, I need to hydrate as much as possible. I have a bunch of different setting sprays on my table so that I'm hydrated at every single time. I'm gonna go ahead and like fan my face a little bit. But how's she coming out of an alcohol line when her husband is literally an alcoholic, recovering alcoholic, you name it? Just, you know, I think that it shows lack of empathy, and I think it's kind of narcissistic. And I know people always throw away the word narcissistic and they can't spell it, and it's like, girl, with her new documentary, like I didn't see the full thing. I saw a lot of clips. I basically watched it on TikTok.
Like taking my hair out like this. It reminds me like when I was 16 in the Bronx, running up and down the block.
I'm hearing that she isn't nice to her own fans. I mean, what's the point of that? Like, I just don't understand. Fair enough, if someone's a hater and you see them in person, you're like, you know, fair enough. But these are your fans coming up to you like, oh my God, I'd love to have a photo with you, queen. Queen, 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 queen. I'm still Jenny from the block. I used to have a little, now I have a lot. The thing is, bitch, are you even from the block? Because the people of New York don't claim you, babes. They said you never helped out. You never done anything for the community. You keep saying you're from the block. You keep saying that you go to the bodega. You keep saying that you struggle. But Miss Girly Pop, apparently you didn't struggle as much as you said that you struggled. And I'm still Jenny from the block. The song really slaps, I'm not gonna lie. But I know where I came from. What is it with everyone trying to like pretend they had this hard life? If you didn't have a hard life, babes, and you come from a little bit of privilege, or you just didn't have a hard life, point blank period, it is okay. This whole struggle story of like I had to fend for myself, you know, I couldn't buy extensions, I couldn't tan anymore, you know, I had to walk home instead of taking the car, the tube, like girl, Miss Girl. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Elf. Elf is that brand, period, because they make dupes of every single goddamn brand. I love me a gloss. I'm so sorry. What am I sorry? I said what I said. I'm thinking of doing like an eyeliner moment. Should I do an eyeliner moment? I don't trust myself, but let's just do it. Jesus Christ, what the flip was that? Oh my God. God, I genuinely hate sketching it out. Guys, this is literally a rough sketch. I'm going to go ahead and use some eyeshadow in a second. I do honestly think that she's an industry plant, and I think that she's been shoved down our throats and our gobs and our TV screens for the longest of times now. And I'm finally just changing the channel. I'm finally just like, you know what, girly? I'm not about that, and that's okay. Also, please excuse the fact that my thumbnail is literally missing. It literally came off when I was getting into bed last night and I screamed. I think the way to really hurt someone like that, and not in a physical way, but to really get to them, especially because they're so conceited and all of that, right? It's just like you got to stop buying the music. You got to stop streaming. You got to stop giving her queen. Like, you've just got to stop. And I think once you do that, she'll actually realize that, okay, like my relevancy is declining. But I think because she sees all these numbers, she still sees streams and stuff. It's like, girl, we ain't stream your new music. We can't get over that song. There was a documentary that I was watching. I'm not sure whether it was from the recent one, but she's done quite a few documentaries. I'm like, girl, how many more are to come? Like, okay. I mean, when you've been in the game that long, you're gonna have documentaries made about you. Okay, girl. She revisited her childhood home, and guess what? The owner of the house currently stepped outside the house, and he had no clue who she was.
Hi. I used to live here. Huh? I used to live here. Huh?
Where's your name?
My name is Jennifer.
Jennifer?
Yeah, I used to live and my room was upstairs right there. Jennifer Lopez.
Who's Jennifer Lopez?
Me. I used to live here.
If you didn't know who she was, he was probably just like, who are these people knocking on my door at the goddamn AM? And I'm like, ooh, it's just me, myself, and I. That's J-Lo's motto, innit? Because I got that fire in my soul. Do, 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 do. To keep me satisfied. But the music does me good. And it's I know that's Baby Rexha, by the way. I know. It's keeping me alive. Oh my God, this looks beautiful. This is tea. Guys, this is literally my spring makeup routine. It may seem like I use a lot of products, but no. And also, this will usually take me like 5-10 minutes to do, but it's because I'm talking to you guys and I'm doing a get ready with me. All right, final thing. I'm going to go ahead and add some highlighter. Music does me good and it's keeping me alive. Oh, I'm just, look at that nose contour though. Okay, girl. This is the type of face you go to war for. Set my face using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, which is nearly running out. Ooh, girl. Ooh. This will lock my face together. Now, if I'm kissing someone, my face is probably going to be on their face. But, you know, it looks better than other setting sprays that I use, to be completely honest with you. All right, let me see what else is on my list before we end this off this video. English, Keisha. To not be nice to people in general is just like, bruh, for why? You know better than us. Okay, yeah, you're famous. You know, you've got, maybe you are different from us. But you can still be nice. I don't think that being a celebrity means that you should be miserable or mean to people. It's like, no, these are people who just want to come and say hi. And I get it. Some people are annoying. You don't have to take pictures of everyone. But I do think her reasons for not taking pictures have been crazy, or her attitude whilst taking these pictures is just wild. Like, I've heard some really crazy horror stories. I'm like, wow, that would put me off from JLo completely. Even Trisha Paytas on the Just Trish podcast was talking about her interaction with JLo, and I was just like, whoa, there's no way. But the fact that she's like rude to like service workers and waiters, it's just like, I don't like that. They're the people who are literally getting your food ready. They're working a 9 to 5. And they are probably really excited and nervous to meet you as well, and probably anxious as well, and there you are just being an absolute meanie. Anyone who's rude to like service workers, to waiters, you have a very special place in, I'm not gonna finish that sentence, but you. This is my spring makeup look, heavy on the blush. Usually I would go in with more like an intense lip liner, but I just can't find it right now. My makeup table is an absolute mess. Yeah, if you guys want to see more of me and my looks and my fashion and everything, definitely go and follow me over on Instagram. It's Keisha_. It's a fun time over there. When I'm not getting people tell me, bitch, can you cash at me $50? I'm like, girl, first and foremost, we do pounds over here. Like, no. And second of all, leave me alone. But yeah, I love chatting to you guys, and I double dare you. Yes, you right now. No, not them. You, bitch, watching right now. Go and send me. I need to go to sleep. Go and send me a DM. Follow me. I'm going to be posting some fire ass pictures, and I always tag where I get my pieces from, because I want to let you, I'm not going to gatekeep all that, you know, but I will gatekeep my fragrance. Actually, no, I'm not going to gatekeep it. Today's fragrance of choice, while she's sitting on my, while it's on my table, we're using the Prada Miliano. I know everybody and their grandmother, I know everyone and their grandmother swears by it, but baby, this is tea. It just smells feminine and expensive. This bottle is expensive, and look how tiny she is. I don't mean to body shame. But anyways, yeah, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. I've been your host, Itzkeisha, and I'll catch you guys real soon for a brand new video. Bye.